Welcome to another episode of Jamie Loves Cooking. Okay, today we're gonna make a bacon cheeseburger casserole. So I got my bacon, my hamburger. I'm gonna mix some marbled cheese with some parm, 2 cloves of garlic. I know I'm supposed to have a normal onion, a yellow or white onion, but that's all I got, so I'll use it. And my celery, some mushrooms. I don't have heavy cream, so I made some. 1/3 cup of butter and 2/3 cup of milk mixed. Okay, I got my breadcrumbs, my noodles, rosemary, garlic powder, black pepper, smoked paprika, and salt. Okay, that's all the ingredients. Now I'm gonna get all that cut up and get it ready and start boiling my noodles. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I got some diced tomatoes. That's also gonna go in it. Yeah, so I'll do that. I'll get everything chopped up and get it all ready. It calls for 4 cups of noodles. I'm not gonna make that much. Maybe I don't know, maybe I'll go with 2.5 for my recipe. Anyways, I'll get that all started and we'll get back to you. Alright, so I just put some water on the bowl, added some salt to the water, and my mom always told me to put oil in the water when I'm cooking noodles, so put some vegetable oil on top. Okay, my water's boiling, so I got 2.5 cups of macaroni noodles here. I'm gonna cook them al dente. I'm gonna make it, so I can finish cooking in the casserole. Okay, I got that. So once them are cooked al dente, I'll let them cool off. Got my bacon in there, getting ready. Okay, so next I'm gonna add the ground beef, the mushrooms, the celery, and the onion to the bacon grease that's in there, and then I'm gonna cook that up and brown the beef until it's brown, and then I'll add the garlic and my seasoning. And for the seasonings, I made a mistake. That rosemary was for a different recipe, so I swapped it out, and I'm gonna use Italian seasoning, garlic powder, black pepper, smoked paprika, and some salt. Alright, I got this all reducing. I just added the hamburger to the bacon fat. I put my bacon back in, added mushroom, celery, and onions. Once this reduces, I'm going to add the garlic and my spices. Cook for another minute. And then I'm going to add my heavy cream and tomatoes and some cheese. And let that mix around. And then once that's all done, I'll add the macaroni to it, mix it all up, then put it in a baking dish, put some breadcrumbs on top and a little more cheese, and put it in the oven. But we'll get to that. We're not there yet. So I'm going to use a teaspoon each of the Italian, the garlic powder, and the smoked paprika. And then I'll use a 1/2 teaspoon, or maybe a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, or use whatever salt and pepper to taste that you want. Alright, I know I got garlic that's going to go into here, but I also added garlic to this. I like the taste of garlic, so this is my spice mixture now. Got that ready. Just waiting for the vegetables and stuff to reduce just a little bit more, and I'm gonna drain the excess grease out of here. I'll give that another minute or 2. Alright, so now I've drained most of the fat out of there, the bacon grease and whatnot. Now I'll add the two cloves of garlic minced, and I'll add my spices. Again, that's 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of garlic, and some salt and pepper. I'll mix all that up. Cook for 1 minute. And then I'm supposed to add the tomatoes, a half a can of diced tomatoes, and the heavy cream. But before I do that, I'm gonna switch this. I'm gonna dump this into here and then add the cream and stuff and then finish it on the burner because I don't have the room for that to go into there. Alright, I got that all done. Now I'm gonna add the tomatoes to this and the heavy cream, which is cooling off a little bit. Like I said, I didn't have heavy cream, so I just made my own. 2/3 cup of milk and 1/3 cup of melted butter. So add all that. Put the stuff in the sink. Alright. Now, mixing all this up. I'm gonna add some cheese. It says add about a cup of cheese to it. So I'm gonna add about a cup. And the rest of that cheese, well, maybe I'll put a little Parmesan in with this. And then I'll save the rest of the Parmesan and the rest of the cheese to go on top of the casserole with the breadcrumbs before I put it in the oven. Alright, now that that's added, I can add this. And then after them are mixed together, I can add it to this and then put it in the oven. Okay, I'm going to preheat my oven to 375. Alright, got all that mixed together. Now I'm just going to pour it into my baking pan while the oven's preheating. So it says to grease up the baking pan. Here, just one second, I gotta dump this in and let go of my phone. Alright, there it is in there. Now I just gotta add some breadcrumbs to the top and some more cheese and then put it in the oven after it preheats. Okay, there it is with the breadcrumbs and the cheese on top. Now I'm gonna just put it in the oven after the oven preheats. I'm gonna bake it for 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, here's a step you guys can do that I didn't, just because I forgot. The breadcrumbs, you're supposed to fry them and mix it with a little butter and fry it in a frying pan first, and then sprinkle it on here. But I forgot about that part, so I just got my dry breadcrumbs with some cheese on top. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the oven and bake it for 20 minutes, and then we'll see what it looks like. Well, there you have it, folks. Your baked bacon cheeseburger mac and cheese. I just pulled it out of the oven about 5 minutes ago. Oh. I was thinking before that, where's the, because I got this recipe off of Facebook, I mean Google, but anyways, I was thinking, where's the white sauce? Usually when you have a casserole, you got some white sauce in there, but didn't call for it, so that's what it looks like. Looks good to me. Now, you can serve it with your favorite garlic toast. I'm not going to have garlic toast, I'm just going to eat it like this. Well, thanks for watching, folks. Hope you enjoy.